This is our destiny. We about to lift our community so we can be all around the world. Yeah, we gon' be all around the world. All around the world, going all around the world. Yeah, we gon' be all around the world. All around the world, going all around the world. We building wealth, leaving legacy. This is our destiny. We about to lift our community so we can be all around the world. Yeah, we gon' be all around the world. All around the world, going all around the world. Yeah, we gon' be all around the world. All around the world, going all around the world. We building wealth, leaving legacy.
Hello, my name is Mary Evans, and thanks for tuning in to Hot Topic Tuesday on the SOS Show live with Mary Evans. Thanks for watching my promos. I love Black history. And again, we're going to be all around the world. Yes, building a legacy and building generational wealth. That's my passion. We have exciting guests tonight. Nneka Lawrence from Beyond the Steel. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I can't complain.
I'm good.
Good. Looking good over there.
Well, I'm trying. This is my little home, my home office, my home spot. You know, during this pandemic, it has forced us to change everything. And I know it has hit you in the same way. I was going from live shows, selling out some shows, some good, until now, Nneka, I have to do everything virtual.
Everything. I don't know. For me, I think it went the other way around. I was doing everything live too, but I don't know. This virtual thing is not too bad for me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I never would have had that. I don't think I ever would have thought that this could happen.
No.
The pandemic has forced me to think out of the box, and it's not doing too bad. I have to agree with you, Nneka.
Yeah, it's not doing too bad at all. When I first thought about it, I was like, I don't know how this gonna work out. I don't know. But now it's like, oh, this is all right here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I'm so excited to have you on the SOS Show tonight. So the SOS Show stands for Share Our Stories, and it's a platform for people of color to grow and expand, motivate, and inspire each other. And I wanted a platform for us, and I try to bring topics that's for us. Okay. And I believe in my heart that it's very important, in particular for ladies, to carry a concealed weapon, but it's also more important for them to know how to safety of the gun, how to shoot the gun. And I'm gonna tell you, Nneka, I'm in your classes in August, so I'm here for us to teach. And I'm gonna let you take over the show, and wherever you think is the most important part, I want you to do that for us. And in the end, you could let them know where they could take their virtual classes, because I want to get as much knowledge, drop as many gems as we possibly can in this 30-minute show.
Okay.
First, I want to know, how did you come up with that name? I love your name.
The Beyond the Steel?
Yes.
It was a kind of a collaboration with me and an old friend of mine. And me and her got together and we just came up with it. I don't know. It was just, and you know what? One of the things about it, of course, the steel, it represents the firearm, but the beyond part, it was more so of, I'm so much more than just about these guns. So that's where the beyond comes in. That's why I think it's so important for me to create a sisterhood in my classes, because I need my classes to be just, it's an experience that, especially the in-person classes, goodness gracious, it's an experience that you'll be like, I did not come here for this. I thought I was coming here for a gun class. We've done all type of stuff. I mean, I'm in there. We being each other's counselors. We're being sisters. It's just a lot going on in that one class. And you thought you were coming to a gun class, and it's so much more than that. So much more. So that's where the Beyond came from.
I love that. Okay, so let's get into the show. Tell me, how long have you had your license, and how long have you been teaching? Is majority of your customers ladies, Nneka?
All of my customers now are ladies.
Okay.
I choose not to teach men. Let's say that. I taught men for probably well over 6-7 years. Probably more than that I taught, men and women. And it just became to a point that, I don't know, it was routine for me, and it wasn't fun anymore. The joy was taken out of it, not because of the men. It just wasn't any joy in it for me. And so I just decided to start teaching women. So I've been teaching over 15 years now, but I've been teaching women only for 6.5 years now.
Okay.
So once I started the women only, it was one of those like, oh, this is my niche. This is my passion. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm not teaching men anymore because I just don't want to, and I don't have to.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about. Let's talk to the ladies about, I know there's a lot of ladies I talk to, they're actually afraid to carry. The world has forced me. I used to say I never would carry, but the world forced things is happening to change my mind. So let's talk about gun safety and the women out there that's afraid. And I would like for you to hit on first, Karen. One of my biggest situations, they always say never carry a weapon in your purse, because what if your purse is stolen from you, right?
Correct.
Where is, in your opinion, the most comfortable? I'm looking for somewhere that I can order something maybe to wear under me. I just want to hear your opinion on what do you think is, because you know how we dress. We have our shorts, our skirts. It's just so different from men. I just find it so difficult, and it's always end up in my purse, and I want to change that.
Okay, so yes, I always say purse carry is, I'm not an advocate of purse carry because, again, if I rob you, first thing I'm taking is your purse.
Yes.
And so now I got your purse, your gun. It really just depends. I tell my ladies that you can have one gun and can have literally three holsters for one gun. And that is because you might have a summer holster, or you might have a winter holster. You might have you might wear dresses, so you need a holster, maybe on your thigh. So you have like thigh holsters, and you have, of course, hip holsters, but you can have an outside or inside holster that go maybe on your belt. But if you're one of those people that don't wear jeans, wear a lot of spandex, then the best thing that, in my opinion, is called a belly band.
Oh.
It's called a belly band, and they have all different type, but it is called a belly band. And my thing is with the belly band, it stretches. It can serve as a girdle also. You can suck your gut in a little bit with it. It's like one of them workout bands that you put on when you work out, but it's actually a holster.
Nneka, where can you order that? Because that's my problem with the spandex. It pulls the weight of my gun, pulls the spandex down.
Not this one. The one that I'm talking about is called a Galco belly band, and It is very durable. Now, there's a lot of them out there. You can go on Amazon. You go on a lot of the gun store sites, and there's a lot of them out there, and there's a lot of them that are much cheaper. And my thing about that is, of course, the cheaper they are, the more that, like you say, your gun will pull it down or whatever. Yes. So I don't know about a lot of them, but I do know about the Galco.
Okay.
Action Impact does sell it. Action Impact Gun Range in Southfield and East Point, they do sell the Galco. And they go up to like a 2-3X, and they really stretch. So just about anybody can wear them. They really stretch, and they're comfortable. They're comfortable. And I've had mine for years, and it's not even goodness. It's still going on. Let's say that. So
okay, I'm gonna definitely check into that, because that's definitely was a issue for me. And so the ladies out here that are carrying. I know several. They went to purchase a gun, and all they say is, "I carry a gun," and that's that. Nneka, if you're not getting the proper training or going to practice, would you say is just as dangerous? I mean, it could be pretty dangerous. If you're trying to shoot somebody that's hurting you, would you agree to that?
I definitely would agree to it. See, I'm one of those, I'm not an advocate of going out saying, okay, my thing is not to go out and just tell everybody because you're a woman, you need to carry a gun because every woman does not need to carry a gun. Everybody does not need to carry a gun. There are some people that know mentally they should not be carrying a gun, so I feel like if you are that person that feels like you need to carry one, or you're thinking about carrying one or buying one, not even carrying it, just buying one, having one in the home. If you are that person, you need to know how to operate it. You need to know how to clear a jam. You need to know how to shoot it. You need to know not to be nervous. You need to know that when you shoot it, that shell is popping back and that's not you shooting yourself. You need to know all these things if you're going to own a firearm, period. And then the other thing is with carrying a firearm, you have to understand that it's a lot, and not being funny, but when you go to the range, you got this big old target in front of you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that's like maybe 15 feet or less in front of you. And there's a lot of people that miss that big old target. So take that target and start moving it. Yeah.
You have a point.
That's an issue. So now that target is standing still and you done missed that big old target right in front of you. So now you throw your adrenaline in, you throw the situation that's happening at that time, and you start moving that target. Can you actually
have a point?
Yeah. Can you actually
have a point? Yeah. Because I remember when I first started practicing, you're right. You have that big target that's standing still and you can't hit it. You're not, it's not like you feel like your life in danger. So if you put the flight life in danger into it, the situation that's happening, you being robbed, the person running, that's a whole total different situation. So if I can't hit you calm, still, I'm in trouble.
How to hit you under pressure and you moving? Something gonna happen bad. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it ain't gonna be a good thing. Because and you know what? One of the biggest things that I want to say, and I want everybody to understand this: every bullet that comes out your firearm, you are accountable for. I could care less what is going on with you at that time. There is no oops when you pull that trigger. So you can be shooting, something really can be happening to you. Your life can be in imminent danger. You pull that trigger, you might even hit your assailant 2-3 times, but those other 3 bullets go across the street, and now you done hit Mr. Johnson and his wife sitting on the porch, or the little baby riding their bike down the block. That book, you are accountable for that.
Oh, now that's a whole deeper situation.
That's a whole.
You never thought about that?
Yeah.
In regards to somebody is robbing you or not, you shoot off those bullets. Whoever hits you accountable, they don't care that you were getting robbed. That's not the point here.
Nope. They do not care. Nope.
So that's deep.
So you have to train. I tell the ladies all the time, you have to become one with your firearm. There is nothing on that firearm that you shouldn't be able to do with your eyes closed. You should be able to close your eyes and do everything with that firearm. Become one with your firearm. Because everything doesn't happen in light. Everything doesn't happen at the gun range. Everything doesn't happen when it's broad light. You better know how to work that firearm.
You know what? I can't wait to get in your classes. I can't wait. Because yes, during last year I was going. And actually, the gentleman that was teaching me out of Kego Harbor, what is the name of it, Nneka? I told you, I can't forget. Then Kego Harbor on Orchard Lake, and he passed away, the guy that was training me. And I really was so comfortable with him, Nneka, and I just never took the opportunity to even try to find anybody else. I was just so comfortable with him. It was really sad. I went in for training and walked in, and they said, you know what? He passed away of a heart attack, sudden heart attack. And I just never, so I have to move forward because I'm very serious about being very comfortable and being able to shoot in the safety of it. Let's talk about any other pointers when it comes to the females. I know a lot of them just afraid to even touch a gun. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that.
So one of the things about it, I mean, I would say probably right now, I'll probably say I have taught probably well over 15, 20,000 women here in Michigan. Yeah, probably more than that. I think I've said that same number for the last 5 years. So I've taught a lot of women here in Michigan, a lot of women. And 90% of those women, when they came to me, they were nervous. Okay, so 20% of them, that 90 that didn't know they were nervous until they actually walked on the range. I actually had 2 of them today on the range that did that to me. I was like, "You nervous?" They was like, "Not until I just walked in here."
Okay.
So you do have that these ladies are scared. They're nervous. And it could be for whatever reason. It could be just because they watch a lot of news. They know it's a lot of crime. It could be because they saw somebody being murdered by a gun before.
Yes.
It could be a lot of different things of why someone is nervous about shooting a firearm. So I take all that into, I take it all in, and I just let these ladies know that just calm down, And I tell them right then and there, Mary, I'm like this. I'm right here with you. I'm not going to let anything happen to you in this range. That's not going to happen. I will let something happen to me first before I let something happen to one of my ladies in that range.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm here. Let's get this, So there's different ways depending on the situation how I calm them down because they are scared. They're intimidated.
Yes.
And is that we got to get away from that. We got to get away from that. So I'm going to do everything in my power to get her a little bit more on my side of saying, you know what? I could do this. This is going to be all right.
I like it.
Yep.
Nneka, what is, in your opinion, the youngest that you should introduce a gun to a child? Maybe just teach it safety. You see so much on TV and always talk about it all the time. This is one of the, I consider a joke on Facebook. It says people of color are teaching their children how to dance and twerk, and the other cultures are teaching them how to load, unload, and shoot a firearm. What is your opinion on that? And what is the age that you think is appropriate, because you do want a child to, at least to me, know and teach them about the safety, because sometimes adults do get careless and leave them where they could reach them. What is your opinion on that in child safety?
I actually do child safety classes. So a few years ago, I was contracted with the Detroit, one of their school systems. So it was a charter school system, and I was contracted with them to do child safety. And the youngest that I've taught child safety is 3 years old.
Really?
Yeah, they were 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. But understand, I had a 5-year-old that I taught that had shot her father in the head at 3 years old.
Oh my God.
So the thing about that is I always tell, the ladies, like, you have to take the curiosity out of it for these kids, because that's what's making them go touch the firearms. They're curious about it. Half of them know more about guns than most adults do because they play the video games. So my thing is just take the curiosity out of it. So if you don't want your child to shoot a firearm, that's fine. But you need to teach them gun safety. They have cartoons, they have books, they have all type of things that you can go on YouTube and just figure out how to talk to your kid about gun safety.
Okay.
And then once you get, it really depends. You can be as young as 7 to maybe, 13 of starting your child to take him to the range. It just really depends on what person you are.
Yes.
I have a 6-year-old nephew, and he'll be 7, and we will be at that range at 7 years old. We're there. Really? So, but that's me.
Yes.
That's me
I
with
agree
my
with you.
Yeah, that's me with my nephew. So if he's 8, 9, 10 years old, when he see a firearm in the schoolyard or at a friend's house or wherever he's at, he's not gonna touch it.
Okay.
And if he had it, he won't. Well, if he does, he'll know the safety of keeping his finger off the trigger. He'll know to go tell someone. He'll know what to do, because I won't say he won't touch it, but I want to teach him, if he does touch it, which he shouldn't be, he knows how to handle it.
Absolutely.
You
Now,
know.
Nneka, you hear a lot of different gun laws, and one in particular is, you can end up carrying if someone is trying to harm you, if they are not considered a threat, if they're, just say they try to rob you, you pull your gun and they start running. What is this? You only can shoot if you feel like you're in danger. To me, any situation, if you're kicking in my door, I feel like I'm in danger and I feel like I should be able to shoot through the door. You know
But
what I'm
no,
saying?
yeah, but different situations. So the law states that you can only use your firearm if you are in imminent danger.
Okay.
So imminent danger actually means if it has to be happening right then and there, and you have to feel like your life is in danger. So if I rob you, you pull out your firearm. So I rob you, say I have a gun and I'm robbing you. You pull out your firearm. At that point, you are in imminent danger. You are able to protect yourself. But if you have not pulled that trigger yet, and you allow me to turn around and run away, you are not in imminent danger at that point.
So how do you feel? What is it if they're on the other side of your door, Nneka?
If they're on the other side of your door, you ain't in imminent danger. You got a door between y'all.
But they kicking in the door. My first thought is don't let them in. So that's not how I go.
That's kind of like a whole different situation. I'm gonna say there's other aspects of that. I always tell people your best day is going to be the day you don't have to take a life.
Yes.
So if somebody's kicking in your door and you're standing right there, my thing is, and this is different opinions, but I look at it as, if you do not have to pull that trigger, because pulling that trigger is not just like, okay, you're going to pull the trigger and you're going to call your girls up and say, come on, we're going out to dinner tonight. There's aftermath to that. So if I can stop my sisters from having that aftermath, that's a good day for you. So if you can say, look, blah, 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 I got a gun, get your blah, blah, blah off my porch, blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
And if they leave, that's a good day for you.
Okay.
So that's one of the things. So those type of things are a little different. Yes. Now they kicked the door in and the door then flew open and they in there, then you have to handle your business.
Okay. I have one more for you that's pretty good. Also, that like you say, you're just afraid. I would be on the other side thinking, I need to stop them from getting in, because if they get in, I know my chances of being killed is going to, escalate. So, but I understand what you're saying. So I'm sure you heard the saying, if you shoot, be prepared to shoot to kill. So that's not what you want to do. If you could stop a person, if you think, Nneka, I could shoot this person in the leg and stop them. No.
So listen, the law states you can only shoot if you are in imminent danger.
Okay.
So if you purposely shoot someone in the leg, you wasn't in imminent danger. Think about that.
Okay.
If I purposely shoot somebody in the leg, I wasn't in imminent danger. Maybe there was something else I could have done.
Okay.
And the thing about shooting to kill, you're not trying to kill anyone. You are shooting to stop your threat. Once your threat has stopped, you have to stop.
Okay.
So you're not out here to kill anyone. You're out here to stop your threat.
Yes.
That's what that is. It's a lot with the wording. Because I get that all the time. I was told I should shoot to kill. No, you're going to shoot to stop your threat.
Okay, because you hear it. I think it's been floating around so long, those words so old. If you're gonna put it out, be prepared to kill, shoot to kill. But that's just been floating around forever, I think, Nneka.
Yeah, but I do believe if you're gonna pull your firearm out, you must be prepared to use it. I will say
don't pull it out talking. Yeah.
Well, you can pull it out talking. I didn't say that. You can pull your gun out and you can talk with it.
Okay.
And maybe your situation will subside. But if you pull your firearm out, I'm just saying, be mentally prepared that you just might have to use that gun.
Okay.
That's what I meant by that. Yeah.
That's some great information. So anything that I couldn't think of that you would want to share to the audience or the ladies out here. I definitely I want to ask you a question about your class. I heard you say today earlier you was at the range, and I know you do virtual classes. So
Right.
right now you are doing some classes where you're meeting at the range.
So what's happening is I am doing 2-part virtual classes. So that means that literally you can take the first 5 hours, because the classes, state of Michigan says you have to take 8-hour class. So the first 5 hours, you can literally take it in your PJs, sitting on your couch with your feet kicked up, drinking your coffee, your Sunday dinner. I have seen it all. Combing your kids' hair, whatever the case may be. You can do that taking the first part of the class. Okay. After that, we set up a time, and you meet me at the range. And then that's where your second part comes in at. And we actually do live fire on the range.
Okay. So the first part is virtual, which is 5 hours.
Yes.
And then the second part is at the range. How long is that?
That's about 3 hours, something like that. It just depends on how crowded the range is. And, everybody is different, just depends on, it just depends on how you're progressing on that range. So, but
have you heard? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, but it's thus far, it has been a very good thing. I came up with it real quick. I came up with it because I seen the pandemic had happened. Everybody was contacting me, and my thought process was, okay, the world has stopped, but these criminals haven't.
Right.
How can I get more of my ladies safe? And that was my thing. I was like, shit, if a doctor can diagnose me with something over virtual, I can teach a gun class virtual.
I love it. Have you heard of that Black Gun Association? I meant to have to look it up and put it in a link. I've been seeing quite a few of that. Their advertising or Facebook ads going around. Are you a part of any associations?
So I'm not a part of any association. I actually was just invited this past Saturday to teach at the one. It was 2 Black gun associations that gave an all ladies event on Saturday. Really? And they invited me to come teach out there. It was outdoor. It was an outdoor event. But I had class and I couldn't do it. And I've actually been invited back again this Saturday coming up to teach for them also. I think one of their sororities or something like that is having something out there, and I can't do it again because I have class. So, but no, I'm not. I don't really think that I'm probably gonna get involved in any kind of associations. I don't know. I look at me like a one man army. I'm gonna say a one woman army. So, but eventually I'm gonna start my own gun club.
Oh, good.
So eventually I'm starting my own gun club. Eventually. So once that happens, then all y'all gonna come to my gun club.
I love it. So tell us, where can they go to sign up for your virtual gun classes? This is very important because I'm sure there.
You can go to www.beyondthesteel.com and you sign up. All information, full details is on my website. That is my website. Also, I have my Facebook at Nneka Lawrence Beyond the Steel, or just Nneka Beyond the Steel, and that's Nneka. Or my Instagram is at Beyond the Steel. Everything is Beyond the Steel, and Steel is STEEL.
Beyond the Steel.
And my virtual classes are only $70.
You can't beat that.
You cannot beat that. They're only $70, and I do one-on-one private lessons also. They're only $50, and that comes with ammo, the gun rentals, if you don't have your own gun, or you can bring your own. An hour with me, you really can't beat that. You're gonna tire out. Them arms gonna tire out before I do on that private one-on-one. So, but so I do one-on-one private lessons also, but that's not private CPO lessons, y'all. That's just private. Let's get your skills up lessons.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nneka, as far as the type of gun, what do you feel? A lot of ladies just beginning to carry. what is sort of for a word user friendly, easy handle, not too heavy. What is your suggestions?
My suggestion is don't let anybody tell you what kind of gun to buy.
Okay.
That's my suggestion. And also you are to carry the biggest caliber that you are able and capable of handling.
Really, Nneka?
Because if I tell you to go buy, we'll just say a 40 caliber gun has kind of a kick to it. I'll say like the recoil is kind of big. Now I tell you to go buy this gun, you go buy a 40 cal, you can't control it, and you out here getting robbed at the gas station and you shooting up everybody but the person robbing you because you can't control the gun. That's an issue. So my suggestion is you go to different gun ranges when they start renting their guns back out, or you can come to me because I have a few different ones also. And you try different guns because everybody is going to like something different. Can you pull a slide back? Do you want a revolver? Can you load the magazine? It's a whole bunch of things. Your fingers too short to touch this trigger on this gun. It's a lot that comes into that. So don't let anybody tell you what kind of gun to buy. You
just gave a mouthful of information. It's deep. How long are the fingers? Is it comfortable for you? That's really deep. So the one-on-one lessons, if they don't have a gun, you have a gun that can be used during the lessons.
Yes, for the one-on-one lessons, I do have a different type of firearms that they can use for the one-on-one lessons. And also, of course, for the classes, you do not have to have a gun. You've never had to shoot before. Don't worry about it. If you're nervous, trust me, get some sleep that night before. They'll come to the class and be like, oh my goodness, I didn't even get no sleep and this wasn't even that bad. I'm like, yeah, so that sleep you can't get back. So sleep the night before. I got you. Don't worry about it. And that's all I can say is I got you. Like I have you. Don't even worry about it.
Well, guess what? I was just thinking as you was talking is to set up a one-on-one, right? Mm-hmm. And have my assistant come with me and we do my first class. It could be a show. Can we do that?
We'll talk about that. I have to see how that work out.
See if that work out if we can. Just not the whole class, but just the beginning, just to show some of the ladies out there that are nervous and have followers just be like, okay. Sometimes when you just see, can visualize someone else doing it, just the beginning of it. Hey, I'm here. She the best. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually have a video. We can, but I actually have a video already made up that's similar to that. It's like kind of a promo video.
Oh, we could have used that tonight. We could have used
that. I have a promo video that I went and professionally got this done too.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we could have talked
about it until you just said something.
That would have been cool to play. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Some type of yep, that's perfect. Maybe we could play that doing one of our commercials on the show and it has your information on it. Nick, send it to us. We'll run that.
Okay. Yep, I sure will.
Yeah, we will run that for sure. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Some showing and you already had a promo done. So we definitely drop that on the SOS show. Yep, and if it's anything, you hit so many amazing points today. Is there anything, if it's one thing you would like to say, just tell the ladies out of everything we talked about, what is the most important thing to you?
Your responsibility, your safety is your responsibility. And stop waiting on her.
Okay.
Stop waiting on her. Because I hear all the time, my friend was going to come. I've been waiting on her. My sister was coming. I'm waiting on her. When it go down, most likely, neither one of them going to be with you. Stop waiting on her.
That's some good advice.
Yep. And your safety is your responsibility. So you have to take it. And it's getting bad. Well, it's bad out here already. And so let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Nneka Lawrence, tell me where you from.
Right. I was going to say it. But then, okay, yeah. Actually, I'm really not. But okay, I'm like, actually, I'm really not. But I am from Detroit. I guess I am from Detroit. Now that I think about it, Detroit. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I had to think about it, man.
Okay, and I only say that because I love to show the love and let people know how we're starting to really collaborate with each other. I'm straight from downtown Pontiac, Michigan, the SOS show live. with Mary Evans collaborating with a sister from Detroit. I love that. Collaboration is king.
Exactly. I'm trying to reach everybody. I'm trying to, oh my goodness. I'm not stopping till I've hit every city, state, everywhere. Everywhere. I'm not stopping. Oh my goodness. I'm not stopping.
We would like to thank you for spending time with us tonight on the SOS show. You have a great evening. Be safe. And I will be signing up for those classes tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us on the show.
Thank you for having me, Miss Mary.
Talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.